After the initial appearance at the International Criminal Court, 3 of the Ocampo 6 arrived between Saturday and Sunday, while the remaining 3 returned home Monday morning to a politically charged environment. However, with a heavy agenda and little time to tackle the workload, focus is now shifting on moving the country forward. The clock is ticking towards the next general election, and the in-tray is now full for the 3 arms of government to ensure that proper structures are in place. Addressing a news conference at the Kenyan embassy at The Hague, Attorney General Amos Wako reiterated this call, saying that it was crucial that the ongoing constitutional, legal and institutional reforms be given priority.
I would urge that our individual and collective minds and energies as Kenyans be focused on the reform agenda.
He added that in order for the country to move on from the harrowing post-election experience that stained our national fabric, priority must be given to the interests of the victims as well. This involves revamping the judiciary and the police force.
Over 700 cases relating to post-election violence have been taken to court.
Other than institutional reforms, Kenyans are looking forward to a smooth implementation of the new supreme laws. Parliament has already passed the Judicial Service Bill and the Vetting of Judges and Magistrates Bill, 2 crucial pieces of legislation that necessitated the early recall of MPs.
What's important for us is to be able to process the bills in good time, and then just monitor them to try and have them processed through Parliament as quickly as Parliament is able to within its own rules.
In addition to the new laws, Parliament has the task of endorsing a new Chief Justice, a new Attorney General and a new Director of Public Prosecutions, who must all be in office before the expiry of the August 2011 deadline.
These timelines are actually outer timelines. We should be aiming to complete the legislation process in a much shorter period than the timelines that are set out in the Constitution.
The same deadline applies for the enacting of legislation to transform the Interim Independent Electoral Commission into the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission, and passing of a separate law on how the new electoral body will review the boundaries of constituencies and the counties. Parliament is also supposed to have passed a law establishing a Supreme Court and guiding the appointment of its judges, a legislation to establish an independent Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission, a separate law on citizenship, and another law on regulation of political parties. By August 28, Parliament is also required to have passed a law providing for the election and removal from office of speakers of the county assemblies, and another one to bring to life the new Kenya National Human Rights and Equality Commission, and yet another law providing the rules to be followed by a special committee to advise the president on which convicted criminals the head of state can pardon. In total, 54 bills are needed to breathe life into the new laws. In the words of Martin Luther King, the ultimate test of a man is not where he stands in times of comfort, but where he stands in times of a challenge. So for Kenya, how do we take responsibility and how do we move forward? Sheila Sendeo for Citizen TV.